Thank you so much. A warm welcome again. I think Subhadra has really given a great insight onto the OJT. So I'm going to emphasize on the facilitation skills, which is really important. Although there is a various hat, a trainer has to wear. So you're acting as a teacher, you're acting as a trainer, you're acting as a facilitator, and sometimes you're also acting as a coach. But the most important thing in this entire paraphrase is the facilitation skills because this is the master of everything. The couple of things that has to be taken care during the facilitation skills, I have put it into the three element. The first one is welcome. So I think meet and greet, the namaste or aap kaise. This is something which everyone has started doing now. The world has started doing namaste, and I think we must compliment by doing namaste to each one of you from our side. So that's wonderful. The second thing is you need to tell the audience the objectives and the training plan. Most of the time, in my experience, I have seen the objectives have been missed out by the best of the, in the session. So that always helps by a trainer to let them know what exactly they are going to learn by end of the day, so they know what's in it for them. So WIFM become very very important. You need to check with the trainees about the learning environment and the safe connotation, and if it is not, then we need to address their concern. So I know whenever we start the sessions, we always ensure that the safety measures are given to the participants, so they know where to exit from if some mishap happens. So that's another important aspect. The fourth is the state performance criteria and the outcome expectation with the timelines for the same. uh, as it rightly said, if we share with them what is the outcome of the session and what is expected by them, and if we adhere it with the timeline, trust me, your session is going to be having the best of the showstopper element. And definitely you need to brief on the health and the safety requirement, which needs to be adhered as per the organization safety rules. So you need to figure that out, and I think skills have been very in the skill development also, they've made it very very clear for each skills what has to be taken care. With this, the second one is on the demonstration. I think we have been really highlighting very strong onto the demonstration. And for this, the first very important is you need to tell the audience what task they would be taught, and how they would be, taking and learning on that particular task. Uh, if you can share it with the demonstration and make them practice, I think that would be the wonderful thing that can happen, because the people are of more of an experiencing kind rather than of an auditory kind. So demonstration do helps, but then if they practice, you will nail your session, so that's the important element. And then the key points to remember is you should always clarify the queries on a regular basis. So if they have any kind of questions, either you can ask them or they can ask you. Make it a very handy for your participants. And I always use the concept called KISS, which is keep it short and simple. So if your session is in a KISS manner, trust me, you will actually make your session very very nice and wonderful. uh, some other important aspect, I always highlight in my sessions also about the learning styles. I must appreciate about the learning style we are highlighting here. There are four different kind of learning styles. One, either you can learn through an experience manner or through an observation or through a theoretical component or by experimenting. Trust me, you need to teach, with the respective pace, because people have a different way of learning, so they can listen, 250 words per minute, but could be possible that you can speak, a 400 words per minute. So if your pace is fast and the listening capability of the audience is of a different level, so there would be a mismatch, and then because of that the reinforcement will not be able to take place, the observation will not be able to take place, and then you cannot give them the regular feedback. So just ensure you match your communication style, your learning style with the audience. And end of the day, we always really harp about the safety of the trainees. How well they're using the all the instruction. Are they using the tools in a right manner so they don't hurt themselves? So these are very, very thin line element that has to be taken care. There is a certain tips which the helpers, which actually helps learner to remember. You need to repeat some set of information, over a period of time. So I think we have already seen it in the last 2 days that how our, senior facilitator, and he has been actually endorsing it by revisiting how we have transformed our learning on a day-to-day basis, and keep checking the knowledge. uh, Encourage the social collaboration, which means pick people from the audience, call them by their name, and then ask them the question freely. Give them the very opportunity so that they can also reach out to you and they can ask you any kind of questions. So that's really important. So let the learners also have aha moments. So aha moments, what I have seen as per my experience, see, adults love to share their stories, their experience. Please give them that opportunity, and trust me, for them it becomes an aha moment. And in fact, certain experiences what they share becomes a wow factor, and we realize that yes, they have such a wonderful moments with them, and now they're sharing it to the world. And over a period of time, keep sharing extra information, maybe in the form of books which they can refer to, or the website they can refer to, even the blogs if you yourself are writing the blog, because I share my blogs a lot, and even the handouts which every training program might be having, you can also share that. Let's figure it out. The most important thing, the MCQs. I personally say that you should have the question answer session end of the day with your participants, because if you have a session, if there is a marks associated with this, the way we have it, I think it will always make their socks up. They're always in a ready to mode to give the exam. So I think it's really important. So let me have one very quick MCQ with all of you. Are you all set to have a one quick MCQ on the facilitation skill? All right, so I would request you to use the chat box to give an answer, and then we'll see who comes up with the right answer and in a quicker manner. All right, so the question for you is, which of the following is not an example of soft skills? A, leadership; B, creativity; C, teamwork; D, data analysis. So let's see who used the chat box and gives an answer. Okay. All right, so you can, not an issue. Oh, D. Interesting. I think very good. So I think let's clap. All of you, please unmute yourself, and we need to clap for each other. Very nice. Very, very nice. So I would say that please do, take this MCQs whenever, your facilitator or the trainer gives you, because that will really make you clear your train the trainer session, so that's important. So with that note, thank you so very much.